Here's why CBO campaigns are total freaking garbage and you should never use them. Find out why. Hey, what's going on guys? Matthew here, and in today's video we are talking about CBO campaigns and why honestly you should not use them anymore. Now before I get into that guys, I want to remind you that I do a free giveaway every single video, and all you gotta do to enter is like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll be entered to win right away a 15-minute free mentorship call with me. Now the winner from last video is right here. Congratulations. Just message me on Facebook and we'll set up a time that works for both of us. Now guys, let's start talking about CBOs. This video is going to be quick and to the point, so definitely stick around for the whole video so you find out exactly why and you protect your money and stop wasting it. All right guys, so CBO campaigns are complete garbage. And as you can see here, when we were introduced to CBO campaigns, this is what we were taught, that it would basically manage the ad sets properly and manage the campaign budget so that it automatically optimizes for the ad set that has the best conversions. So if you look here on the left, this is with even distribution. Clearly ad set 2 is doing very well, but for some reason, Facebook is not optimizing it. But now with this automatic system, Facebook will automatically, incredibly intelligently do this for you so that it automatically puts $18 into ad set 2 and dropping the budgets in the other two ad sets. Now this is all well and good if it works perfectly. However, the problem is there is a reason that Facebook gives you the option to not use CBOs. And you know this because whenever a phone was coming out, people would tell you, never get the first generation because those are always going to be the buggiest. And here is a video that you can watch right now, and I'll show you exactly what it means for a machine to be learning. So watch this. So what you just saw was Google AI's learning how to run, and it looks freaking retarded. It doesn't know what it's doing. It's falling, it's tripping, and this is basically where CBO is right now. And the point is that the people who are using it are failing, and they're being the test subjects for Facebook's algorithm. So you guys are the people that are falling, and you guys are the obstacle course for the AI to learn on. So don't make that mistake, and let me show you what it actually turns out to be. So here is an example of an ad set. As you can see, one of the top ones started doing fairly well for whatever reason. Maybe the sample that it showed to ended up being a better sample and reacted better. And so it started just dumping money into the first ad set, whereas the other two ad sets only got $7.98. Now, I agree to a point, it is correct. One of them was getting way more add to carts and way more purchases, but still $7 and stopping it there basically, it's not enough money to fully test a market, especially when my cost per purchase was somewhere like $14. So for them to just rush into it and basically throw away all the other data that I have in those other two ad sets and just choose to go put everything into the first one wasn't really beneficial to me. Now the problem is there's not really any way to change this. Once the CBO is going, it's going, and you can't just edit it to put more money into a different budget, but this is really what ends up happening. So the Facebook budget is not doing the proper thing, or at least it thinks it is, and by doing so, it doesn't give the other ad sets an opportunity to actually become successful. So the problems. First is inconsistencies cause skewed data. So this is what I was talking about. So maybe in the first ad set, the first 200 or 300 people that saw my ad in that ad set were just more qualified buyers and therefore skewed the data, whereas the other two ad sets didn't have that same audience right away. Now, obviously, this is something I'm making up, and I don't know what the actual reason is, but that's the truth with Facebook. You don't really know what's going on the back end, but I know for a fact their algorithm is way too complicated for any one of us dumbass humans to figure out. So the problems it causes again is that not enough money to other ad sets to really do testing. So like I said, my per purchase was about $14. And so to spend $8 and not get a purchase was completely okay with me. I was expecting to make a purchase at around $14. And even so, I wouldn't call a budget off unless it spent at least 2 times my CPP, my cost per purchase. And so the last point that I really just want to nail down is that it's unreliable system and you are the tester. All right, so do not be the tester, okay? So there's a sucker and there's the sucky. In this case, Facebook is the sucky with you spending money on CBO. You are the one listening to the gurus talk about CBOs, and believe me, I thought it was amazing when it first started. But as I've been using it more and more, I've realized that it's just been total freaking garbage. And as I've spoken to some of my friends, I basically thought about it logically and realized, why would you ever want to be a tester on a new service? It's usually garbage and glitches need to be figured out. And that's just the way things really are. in the real world, right? Nobody makes things perfect, and I'm not blaming Facebook, but the reality is that by spending money on CBOs, you're the sucker. You are right on Facebook's, you know what, their disco stick, and giving them all the data they need to make CBO amazing for when it is actually mandatory. So what you should do is basically go back to running ad set budgets. It's really not complicated. Go ahead, go back to your $5 ad sets, your $10 ad sets, your $15 ad sets, and do things normally and test products out properly. Just because now CBO is apparently so smart, it doesn't mean that you can't just go back to ad set budgets and do things the old way, which worked really well. But now Facebook is thinking that CBOs are going to be better, and I'm sure they are. But after all, you guys spend all the money you can on CBOs so that they're perfect when they're mandatory. So just do not use CBOs. Simply optimize the ad yourself and increase the budgets when you need it. So guys, just use vertical scaling techniques like, duplicating and increasing the budget, simply pausing the ad and increasing the budget, or, whatever vertical scaling strategy you want to use, totally up to you. Most of them are bro science anyway. So just go back to the old school ways. Don't use CBOs until they're mandatory, and stop giving Facebook free money. Don't forget, guys, I have so many more videos on my channel. If you want to see product research reviews of apps, or some of my Facebook ads testing strategies, go ahead and click those links down below, or click one of these icons up here, the eyes that pop up. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.